Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. You haven't missed too much just yet. We're still in the first quarter and ready for a kickoff. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kingsley Yxngforeign in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it is 42-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of two on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this, our only Monday night doubleheader of the season, but rumor is might have a few more for 2023. That is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
On third down, Burrow. And that's incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here. And at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Beckham with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Eagles just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC defense. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. Now Burrow loses the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumble,
touchdown! Odell Beckham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They will throw on first down with Burrow, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Rodgers now on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the...
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe. But I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're following that fumble return. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 67 yards. And the Eagles just continue to roll. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 38, Burrow. That caught by Tremble. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now Burrow on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaq Thompson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaq Thompson dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham finding the end zone
Eagles extend their lead yet again. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here we go. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. An almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And a route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, his throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Kamara try the right side. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham finding the end zone yet again.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Butker on for the PAT.
And the route is on here.
This first half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line, and it's set to take over. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. touchdown. Odell Beckham finding the end zone yet again. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And correct me if I'm wrong. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words.
Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And I think so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham finding the end zone yet again. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Eagles just continue to roll. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big. Rodgers now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham finding the end zone yet again. And the Eagles have got it on. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now,
he's got a man complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Eagles are pouring it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Philly. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank
today. From
the offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Eagles. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Eagles are... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Eagles come right out. Rodgers going to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Rodgers throwing here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 27 yards.
wins. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 75. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop?
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles are able to strike. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first?
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, and pulled it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham, 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers looking to throw.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance
today, from State Farm Stadium in
Rodgers going to the air to start things out.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man, complete. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham, 94 yards. And the Eagles continue. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that...
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. On 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 72 yards. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Eagles get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
tonight. From Lincoln,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
They'll be led out by the 7th-year man out of Cal, the top pick back in 2016, Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 77 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
On 2nd and 9, Goff got an open man here, and it's
5 before he's brought down. Now a first down throw, gone. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That punt returned 69 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's third down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third. Goff. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he goes out right around the 39. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Rodgers now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, and his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
3rd and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Sean Davis with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 37 yards.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half. offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The last 2 plays from scrimmage in this ball game pretty eventful. He throws the interception. The other guys, boom, one play and they're in the end zone. So now he's got to try to bounce back. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Yxngforeign able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And that will be incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now gone. And that will be incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown! Odell Beckham! That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Beckham from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are pouring it on. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. And if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st down, gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick-6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now here come the Cowboys. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Right now in the 2nd quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punt.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Eagles. Odell Beckham, 97 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now Goff on first down. And that one will fall incomplete.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Odell Beckham finding the end zone yet again.
And the Eagles just continue to roll.
Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past it. Oops, there he goes again.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's gone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Shaq Thompson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Fielded at the 20. And there he goes again. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Eagles have got it on cruise control.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.